Dear students, welcome to the session of 3D geometry. In the previous session, we discussed about centroid of the triangle, centroid of the tetrahedron, and some applications, some problems on those two concepts. In this session, we will learn few more problems on those two concepts and harmonic conjugate of the point, locus of the point, equation of the locus of the point, and one or two problems on the change of the axis. Okay, see this problem. It is an important problem. Show that the 3 points are collinear and find out the ratio in which B divides AC. So first of all, we have to prove that the 3 points are collinear. There are two ways. One is by using the length, other one is by using the section formula. So all of you know how to find the ratio in which the point divides the line segment joining AB. If suppose these are the positions of the 2 points, let P be the any point on the line segment joining A and B, Px comma y comma z. Okay, what is the ratio of AP is to PB? P dividing ratio. Here AP is to PB is equal to x1 minus x is to x minus x2. x1 minus x is to x minus x2, or with respect to y also we can find out the ratio. y1 minus y is to y minus y2, or z1 minus z is to z minus z2. We can use any one out of these three to find the ratio. Here, in case of this problem, we have to prove the 3 points are collinear. Find out the ratio of AP is to PB with respect to all the three cases, with respect to x and with respect to y and z. If the ratio is same in three cases, we can say that the 3 points are collinear. Okay, now come to the problem. So here the coordinates of A are 3, 2, minus 4. And coordinates of C, let us take the endpoint be C, 9, 8, minus 10. Suppose this is the position of the point B. Here the coordinates of B are 5, 4, minus 6. So first of all, find out the ratio AB is to BC with respect to x coordinate, y coordinate, z coordinate by using the above formula. Then AB is to PB, AB is to BC, AB is to BC here. AB is to BC means x1 minus x is to x minus x2. That means 3 minus 5 is to 5 minus 9. That is equal to minus 2 is to minus 4 is equal to 1 is to 2 with respect to x coordinate. Same ratio AB is to BC with respect to y coordinate. 2 minus 4 is to 4 minus 8, that is equal to minus 2 is to minus 4 is equal to 1 is to 2. Next, find out the ratio, same ratio AB is to BC with respect to z coordinate. Minus 4 plus 6 is to minus 6 plus 10, minus 6 plus 10, that is equal to 2 is to 4, that is equal to 1 is to 2. In above all the three cases, AB is to BC ratio is same. Therefore, the given 3 points A, comma B and C are collinear. The ratio in which B divides AC is same, 1 is to 2. Therefore, the ratio in which B divides AB, that is AB is to BC, is equal to 1 is to 2. This is the problem. Okay, see this problem. If H, G, S and I are the orthocenter, centroid, circumcenter and incenter respectively of the triangle ABC. The vertices of the triangle are given. Let us take the given 3 points be ABC. Let A is equal to 1, 2, 3. B is equal to 2, 3, 1 and C is equal to 3, 1, 2. These are the given points. So these are the vertices of a triangle. Okay, if suppose this is the triangle, these are the vertices of A, B, C. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. Here we have to find out all the centers, circumcenter, orthocenter, incenter, like that. So for the incenter, we have to find out the length of the sides. First of all, try to find the nature of the triangle. If the triangle is equilateral, centroid, incenter, orthocenter lies at the same point. So first of all, find out the lengths. So okay, what will happen? Just verify the lengths. AB, what is the length of AB? 2 minus 1 whole square plus 3 minus 2 whole square plus 1 minus 3 whole square. The length of this is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 4. 1 plus 1 plus 4. That is equal to root 6. This is the value of AB. Next, find out the length BC. BC, 3 minus 2 whole square, 1 minus 3 whole square, 2 minus 1 whole square. 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 1 square 1, that is equal to root 6. So next one is AC. What is the length of AC? AC, 3 minus 1 whole square, 1 minus 2 whole square, 2 minus 3 whole square. So this is equal to 3 minus 1 whole square 4, minus 1 whole square 1, minus 1 whole square 1. Here also root 6. Here AB equal to BC equal to CA. Therefore, the given triangle ABC, therefore, the triangle ABC is an equilateral. The equilateral triangle. So, in equilateral triangle, orthocenter, centroid, circumcenter, incenter coincide. Therefore, that is nothing but centroid. So, we have a clear formula for centroid. Okay. Therefore, the centroids G equal to the centroid. Centroid of ABC is equal to G equal to, what is the formula for this? X1 plus X2 plus X3 by 3, Y1 plus Y2 plus Y3 by 3, and Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 by 3. These are the coordinates of the centroid. Just find out the centroid. This is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3, 1 plus 2 plus 3. Next 2 plus 3 plus 1 by 3. Next last one 3 plus 1 plus 2. Just observe that the numerator sum is same in all the three cases, in the three places. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6 by 3, 6 by 3, 6 by 3, 6 by 3. That is equal to 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma. This is equal to centroid. This is also equal to circumcenter, orthocenter, centroid, incenter. In euclid triangle, circumcenter, orthocenter, centroid, incenter coincide. Find the incenter of the triangle formed by the points 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, 4, 0. So let us take A 0, 0, 0, B 3, 0, 0, and C is equal to 0, 4, 0. We have to find out the incenter of the triangle ABC. here A 0 0 0, B 3 0 0, C 0 4 0. These are the coordinates of the 3 points. So what about the length of this part? Here this length is clearly 3. This length is equal to 3. This length is equal to 4 units. This length is, this is the hypotenuse. Here the length of this is equal to 5 units. We can find out the length. Clearly this is an origin, this is a point on x-axis, this is a point on y-axis. The y coordinate is nothing but the distance from origin to this point. So these are the lengths. Let us take the length which is opposite to vertex A is equal to small a, opposite to vertex B is equal to small b, and opposite to vertex is equal to small c. Let us take, this is x1, y1, z1, and b x2, y2, z2, and c x3, y3, z3. Now the formula for incenter is, the incenter I is equal to, general incenter is denoted by I, ax1, bx2, cx3, like that. ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 by a plus b plus c. Next, ay1 plus by2 plus cy3 by a plus b plus c. And the last one, z coordinate, az1 plus bz2 plus cz3 by a plus b plus c. Okay. Now substitute the values, that's it. Here the length of A is equal to 5 into x1 is 0 plus the value of B is 4, x2 is, what is x2? 3 plus the value of C is 3 into x3 is 0 by A plus B plus C, that means 3 plus 4 plus 5. Next, a y1, that means 5 into y1 0 plus b y2 4 into 0 plus 3 into 4 by 3 plus 4 plus 5. And so last one is z coordinates, a z1, that means 5 into z1 is 0 plus 4 into z2 0 plus 3 into 0 by a plus b plus c. Now the coordinates of the centroid incenter is 0 0 12 by 12 comma 12 by 12 comma 12, so 0 by 12, that is equal to 1 comma 1 comma 0. This is the incenter. Here clearly these are the coordinates of the origin, point on x-axis, point on y-axis. This figure formed in the xy plane. In the xy plane z coordinate 0. So here z coordinate 0, 1, 1, 0 are the coordinates of the incenter. Okay. See this problem. Point P, divide the line segment joining A and B. Also find the harmonic conjugate of P. First of all, find out the ratio. Suppose, so these are the positions of A and B. The coordinates of A 3, 2, minus 4, and B, coordinates of B 9, 8, minus 10. So we don't know the actual position of P. So given that the coordinates of P could given that, so P is equal to 5, 4, minus 6. First of all, find out the ratio in which point P divides. That means AB is to PB. So with help of x coordinates or y coordinates or z coordinates, now consider the x coordinates. x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. x1 minus z, let us take this point be xyz, xyz. x1 minus x, x1 minus x is to x minus x2. x1 minus x is to x minus x2. x1 minus, that means 3 minus x5, 3 minus 5 is to x minus x2, 5 minus x2, 9. Therefore, this is equal to minus 2 is to minus 4, that is equal to 1 is to 2. Here AP is to PB is positive. Therefore, this implies here this is positive ratio. Therefore, P divides AB the ratio 1 is to 2 internally. That is the important thing. Here the ratio is positive, so P divides AB internally. If suppose P, this is the position of P, the ratio is 1 is to 2. Understand? Now here we have to find out the harmonic conjugate of P. Harmonic conjugate of means that is a point which divides the lane segment AB in the same ratio externally. It's the opposite side. So if P and Q are said to be conjugate points, harmonic conjugate, it means these 2 points divides the lane segment AB in the same ratio. One is internally and another one is externally. If first one is divides externally with the same ratio, the second one divides internally. So if suppose this is the position of P, the Q may be the right side of AB or left side of AB, but the ratio is same. Here we have to find out the harmonic conjugate of P means we have to find out a point which divides AB externally with the same ratio 1 is to 2. That's it. Okay. Harmonic conjugate of P means that is the point which divides the AB externally with the same ratio. Therefore, let Q be the harmonic conjugate. Is the harmonic conjugate of P. Q be the harmonic conjugate of P. That means Q divides AB externally with the same ratio. Therefore, Q divides AB externally with ratio, same ratio 1 is to 2. Therefore, coordinates of Q is equal to, just apply same ratio for external point formula. Just write down the external point formula. mx2 minus nx1, mx2 1 into 9 minus 2 into 3 by 1 minus 2, 1 into 8 minus 2 into 2 by 1 minus 2, next 1 into minus 10 minus 2 into minus 4 by 1 minus 2. Okay. Right. Now 9 minus 6 by minus 1, 8 minus 4 by minus 1, minus 10 plus 8 by minus 1. Therefore, 9 minus 6, 3 minus is there, minus 3. 8 minus 4, 4 by minus 1 is there, minus 4, and minus 10 plus 8, minus 6 by minus 1, sorry, minus 2 by minus 1, that is equal to 2. These are the coordinates of the point Q, which divides AB externally with the same ratio 1 is to. That means this is the harmonic conjugate of P. So now see this problem. If the point 1, 2, 3 is changed to 2, 3, 1, through translation of the axis, find the new origin. What it mean? 1, 2, 3, change it to that means 1, 2, 3 are the coordinates of point with respect to old system. Therefore, let us take, so small x, small y, small z are the coordinates of the point with respect to old system. This is changed to the point 2, 3, 1 means this is the point, coordinates of the point with respect to new system. Let us take the coordinates of the point with respect to new system. Capital X, capital Y, capital Z. It is equal to 2, 3, 1. Let the new origin be h comma k. New origin is h, k, l. So the relation between these three terms is small x equal to capital X plus small x plus h, small y is equal to capital Y plus k, and small z is equal to capital Z plus L. These are the transformation equations. Here we know small x, small y, small z, capital S, capital Y, capital Z. Just find out hk. That's it. So 1 is equal to 2 plus h, and 2 is equal to 3 plus k, and 3 is equal to 1 plus L. From this, h is equal to minus 1, and k is equal to minus 1, and L is equal to 2. Now the new origin h, k, L is equal to minus 1, minus 1, 2. This is the how to find the new origin in this problem. Okay, these are the relation between the coordinates of point with respect to new old system, with respect to new system, new origin. Okay, with the help of this relation we can find out the transformed equation and original equation also. So see this problem. Find the equation of the locus of point whose distance from the y-axis thrice is distant from the point. So now consider a point on the locus. Let Px comma y comma z be any point on the locus. Okay, and the given point B, take A is equal to, what are the coordinates? 1, 2, minus 1. Now here there are two distances, P to A and P to Y axis. What is the distance from P to Y axis? The distance from Pxyz to Y axis is root of x square plus z square. This is the one length. Another one is the P to A. This distance is thrice its distance from this point. That means root of x square plus z square is equal to 3 into PA. So squaring on both sides. Then we get x square plus z square is equal to 9 into PA square. PA square is nothing but distance from P to A. So PA square, that means x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square plus z plus 1 whole square. Okay, now from this 9 into x square plus 1 minus 2x y square plus 4 minus 4y plus z square plus 1 plus 2z. Okay, just multiplying by 9. Then we will get 9x square plus 9 minus 18x plus 9y square plus 36 minus 36y plus 9z square plus 9 plus 18z is equal to x square plus z square. Okay, now observe that 9x square minus x square. Here we can write 9x square minus x square, 8x square 9y square, 9z square minus z square, 8z square. These are the second degree terms. Next write down the first degree terms. Minus 18x minus 36y. Minus 18x minus 36y. And what about the z term? 18z plus 18z. So what about the constant term? So 36 plus 9, 45, 45 plus 9, 54 is equal to 54 equal to 0. This is the equation of the locus of the point in this problem. Here the condition is very, very important. Distance from point to y-axis, this is the formula, is thrice the distance from point to the given point A, locus point 2. This is the equation of the locus with respect to this condition. Okay, right, thank you.